My name is Terry and I'm a life coach, and today I want to talk to you about navigating your life into fulfillment. And I'm going to use this very simple children's toy here to help me explain how life works. Now what I want you to do is imagine each one of these holes here is a life experience, and each one of these pieces is our desires. Our role in life is to essentially navigate our desires to the right life experience until we find one that fits and brings us the fulfillment we're looking for. Now, when I first came across this toy, I was watching my nephew play with it. He was about 18 months old at the time, and he was trying to fit this square piece into the circle hole here. And no matter how many times he tried, he just couldn't get the piece to fit. So you can imagine, he grew more frustrated, irritated, and more visibly upset. It was only when he realized that the square piece fits into the square hole was when he found the fulfillment he was looking for. He got excited, he was overcome by joy, he was incredibly happy from the experience. So now, what I want you to do is imagine anxiety. Anxiety is essentially having a desire and holding it above all these experiences and never really settling. Because you perceive that each one of these experiences is going to turn out negative. So what we essentially do is we hold on to our desires, forever worried that each experience is going to turn out as it's going to become a bad outcome. It's only when we settle the desire somewhere do we reduce a bit of that anxiety. It's because we learn something, and we learn not to navigate our desire to that experience again. That's when we have to pick up the desire and move it to another experience. And we keep on going until we find the right experience that's going to fit the desire we have. It's going to bring us the fulfillment we're looking for. So you can imagine how much anxiety that will reduce. One other thing I wanted to mention as well was depression. Depression is like having your desires completely kept away from any experiences that exist out there in the world, because you believe that all these experiences aren't going to fulfill the desires that you have. So essentially you lock them away. But what you need to do to alleviate a lot of depression is to carry your desires to new experiences that you don't even know exist yet. You're essentially carving out your own hole so that you can navigate your desire to somewhere that fulfills you. You need to navigate yourself through a journey of discovery and discover things that you haven't been taught yet. So you can find the fulfillment in an experience that's going to match the desires that you have. Relationships are very interesting, and they're a very good example about how life works. You know, you have this desire to find someone to fulfill you, to accept you for who you are, to love you and to share life with. And so you carry a desire to a relationship. And what happens is, because there's such a pressure to find someone, there's so many messages out there in the world telling us that we're incomplete unless we're in a relationship. You know, that we need a relationship in order to find fulfillment. So what happens is we settle our desire on an experience that looks and appears to be the right thing for us. And essentially what happens is that, you know, we settle our desire somewhere that doesn't fit the fulfillment or the feelings that we want to try and get fulfilled. So what happens is we grow, just like my nephew, more frustrated, more irritated, and more visibly upset with life. Only when we carry our desires and move them to another experience will we learn and get closer to the one that's going to bring us the fulfillment, until we find that relationship that brings us the feelings of joy and companionship and acceptance and love that we're looking for. You know, the same with hobbies and interests. You keep on going through different ones until you find one that fulfills you. You know, your career, same thing. You carry your desire for that purpose, for a reason to wake up in the morning, to an experience that's going to fulfill you completely. I hope this video was informative, and I hope you learned something from it. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below or get in touch directly. If you want to learn anything about me or my work, read the description and you'll get linked to my website and bio. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.